It's just an int. There's nothing special about this. Onset state. Yeah, we'll call it onset state. Now we have a variable we need to initialize. Isn't that fun? Let's do that right away. I also want to document here. 0 means idle. 1 means tracking a onset. We'll just call them notes. For my lack of a better brain. So, an onset state equals 0. Great. That can go in the init call. We do call init, right? We're good, right? Yeah. So, if we pass the threshold, no. If our onset state equals 0 and we pass our threshold, that's the beginning of a new note. This is when you want to scream, as well as, by scream I mean printf, as well as find all the buffers leading up to this this is the tricky part. Yeah, monotonically increasing is not good enough. You need increasing at a fast rate. Now find the buffers leading to this one. That appear to be part of the sound. Fast rate of increase. So expect, yeah, the onset of the sound to be pretty quick. The main case we want to avoid is when it's, you know, say this is the noise floor. By that I mean a silent room. It'll just vary, slowly go up and down, and sometimes it'll just slowly, just by, if it's pure noise, it could randomly just step up slowly, maybe a couple units of power at a time, and it would be meaningless. But our algorithm, if a sound suddenly happens here, this kind of algorithm would take all of this chunk and say that this is part of the sound. But no, we want to have the part where it suddenly departs from the noise floor. Yeah. This will avoid capturing silence noise floor. Okay. Then send these buffers to Okay, since I'm thinking about the onset offset stuff, I'm going to deal with the end case now, when the sound finishes. So basically it's when we watch the sound go back down to that release threshold. Where was I? I didn't type it yet. So, say the state is 1. And total is less than that one. Then we print f oh good, what is it doing? Released, onset released, note released. Okay. So just, yeah, having these two really simple onset detection kind of thing. There's many better ways to deal with it, but just this alone is pretty powerful. So let's play with it. You gotta have fun. You gotta have fun when you're writing an app midway through. Even if it's just in one of these debugging consoles, it still could be quite fun. Alright, it compiled. iPhone seems to take quite a while to get going. Okay. Okay. Note that there's not too much going on. I should probably quiet those printfs. Okay. Oh, shoot. It doesn't work. You probably know why it doesn't work. Yeah. So you have to note it, right? Alright. That was silly. But we give him a chance. Alright. Oh. It'd be nice if I showed you the console. Alright. I don't know if it's working yet, but you can see that there are many less printfs on the screen, even with the noisy stuff. Okay, that's pretty good for silence. And it seems to catch stuff, but what we want to do now is make a loud, continuous sound and see if it catches that as two messages. Wah! It looks like it did. It's really hard to see. What I'm going to do is stop it here. And I am going to clean up our debug logs. And I am going to actually put here %f percent F. Yeah. I will do it like this. And I'll actually print the values out here so I don't have to do that in the callback anymore. That's actually a lot better for the audio thread as well. Oh boy, what just happened there? Total. So here, alright, and to clean up our, what is that called? Our callback printfs. Filter audio L. Here we go, here's one. Is this the right call? There's two callbacks. And I believe this is the right one. Okay. That I'm going to comment out. Who knows when it'll be useful again. That being said, I need to clean this up. Alright. So now we completely cleaned out our callback. I'm going to debug it one more time. Because now you can actually see, let me go to the Mac screen output. Okay, now it's much easier to read what's going on, because that happened at this callback rate. It's still a little messy, just because there's so much text. But if I do that, yeah, there we go. Alright. So note, the debug output only changes when I speak. And it looks like it catches once I get talking. It generally stays in the onset mode. When I breathe, sometimes it triggers two onsets. Yeah, we might want to deal with this later on, but for now I'm going to call it okay. Another thing you can do is, because you don't want to have one thing being called two offsets, another thing you could do is you could have a period, a minimum period for onsets to happen. So yeah, actually that might be more standard. So it's just a slight variation. This is getting really messy, but anyway, if this is a signal, once it starts dropping, once it goes below here, you wait a few seconds, a few I guess buffers, to see if it stays below this for that period of time. And you can make it just like 2 or 3 buffers, and that will have a pretty big change. Sorry, this one right here is the offset, the release. You check if it goes back up above that line.